Utari, be right back. Gonna figure this out.
He's going back to the video. All right, my Marines are the Kriegsmarines. I don't know what you actually call a German Marine. Oh, and the Gerbeljagers. The Gerbeljagers are here.
You're so pretty.
The fighting Gerbs.
You're so pretty.
Eat a bag of
Thanks, babe.
Eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah, the last of my bets and bring down the Flying Queen. All right, the fighting Gerbs. All right, we've got we got 50,000 light infantry here. They'll move quick. Liège. We just gotta slow down their fuck watery. And we've got this area pretty much pinned. That's not an issue. And we are making really good progress in Iran. That's nice. We got enough troops over here to deal with it. That's plenty to take out India.
These guys really like this game.
That's why they're here. How many V2s we got? We got 27 rockets ready to go.
You're very blonde.
Yes, I am.
Oh. I like that he's the only one that is begging right now.
That is ring.
And the two girls aren't begging. Well, probably because both of the girls are sleeping.
All right, we're starting to murderize the Belgians.
Binks, are you okay? Did you hear that?
He's just smashed his head into something.
Can you show what the world looks like?
Oh yeah, hang on. The world looks like a whole lot of Germany. Japan's pretty set. They're taking out some doodles. Indochina is a puppet of mine, FYI. Wikipedia says V1s were able to be intercepted. Well, yeah, V1s were easy to intercept. That's why they stopped using them and they started focusing more on the V2s, because the British found out that they had a set course and a set speed, and it was easy to get them with anti-aircraft fire, or and they figured out that interceptors, when they sent Spitfires after them, if you just shot them, they kerploded, and the shrapnel could knock down the plane. So what they would do is they would fly up next to them, and they would just get the wings, the wing of the fighter really close to the wingtip of the V1, and the turbulence created at the wingtip would cause the V1 to lose its aerodynamic cohesion, flip over, and then just break apart and fall.
Ew, no wonder this itches.
Stop poking at that live. America looks like America. Wait, what is this? That's Guatemala. I was like, do I own anything down here? Did Germany take over anything that's important? No. Haiti? No. Some bases I could use. Everything down here is pretty normal. Everything down... Oh, Italy looks like they've been playing in Africa for a while. Stop the Americans around Tunis.
Can you play modern day mod?
Is there a modern day mod for this? I don't even know. I keep forgetting to kill the Danes. You're so forgetful, Danes. I'm sorry. There's other things. Other people to murder.
Oh. Hey, Ben, even if you do actually have to go through one of the goals, just remember that we've all been doing this in good fun. Plus, you'll be able to use the rest of the money on whatever you like.
Yeah, it's true. Alright, we got some spare...
What year are you in?
It's September 1944. The date is on the screen right up here. Upper left-hand corner.
Can they see all the screen that you're looking at?
Yeah, they see everything we see.
Oh, okay.
They see everything we see, and then they see that what's down in the corner.
When does the stream end? 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Darp, you've been here this whole time? We've said that like 6 times.
Well, maybe he's busy doing other shit.
It's also posted. Oh, we lost Rotterdam.
Sauron wants to see Penny.
She's sleeping. I'm like, why is Belgium there? Normandy D-Day happened, and I didn't have troops in the region to stop it. So the Americans got a chance to kind of rampage around a little bit. I had a lot of rivers to cross, and they didn't. So they had a chance to really, like, ramp out.
Atari's confusing me. Or maybe I just don't understand.
What?
He said he figured it out, but I still don't get it.
Still don't get what?
Yesterday's stream, each bit is worth 5 cents of the gold. The total goal was 2,000 bits. 5,000% of 2,000 is 100,000. Yeah, I don't get it. The big gold total is 100,000 bits. Yeah, okay. I don't get it.
Okay. 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 We got troops in here. We're starting to. We're finally fighting the American Marines. Also, let's go back down here. Everything's real. It's a really slow roll down this way, just because of the distances that are to be covered. It's a lot of distance to cover.
You're very pretty.
Thank you, babe. They're taking out a lot of my my MPs, but that's not really a big deal.
Why did someone punch you at Disney?
Because I asked them where they were going.
Oh, that's right. That was when you were only working there for like 2 or 3 months.
I was there. I was like 2 months on the job and got punched. All right, so we need to try to counterattack.
Rest in peace, COD World War II protagonist.
I don't know.
No, I'm not panicking. I just don't. I don't need to figure that stuff out.
This is a perfect time to panic. We have lost Dunkirk. That's okay. Murder, murder, murder. Finally, we're here to murderize some Americans. Finally. Brittany action is Normandy. Yeah, Brittany, they hit Brittany and Antwerp. Brittany's not that big of a deal. I had my some crack SS in the area that were able to get over there and button it down. But the nearest troops to some major troops to Antwerp were a little farther out. They had to cross the Rhine, which really slowed them down. But we made it there, and we're starting to slow their roll.
What GPS system did they use?
What's that in relation to?
I don't know.
If it doesn't make any sense, you don't have to read it, hon. A lot of times the jokes are for... It's like the punchline to a joke I didn't read. So I'm like, okay.
Well, if you don't, like, if you're not looking at the chat the whole entire time, you might not read something.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. If I miss
and
half of the
stop being Hitler and realize they're invading you.
Oh, I've got millions of troops dealing with the problem. It's fine.
How bad did you get punched?
Oh, he just socked me in the shoulder. It didn't even leave a bruise, but he was still an asshat.
You're still not allowed to touch a cast member.
Yeah, you're still not allowed to punch someone because they asked you a question.
You're not allowed to, but Disney still allows you anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I said, they asked me if I wanted to press charges, and I said, no, I don't want to press charges against the gentleman. He may have just had a bad day, but I think you should remove him from the park because he's probably going to be pissed off about this, and he's probably going to end up punching someone else, or a family member, or, you know, another ride operator. Maybe he's going to sock a tiny little woman like my wife or something like that, and they're like, oh, whoa, we can't remove him from the park. I was like, okay, press charges then. Let's get the police.
But they didn't, though, right?
Nope.
Because they didn't find it. They didn't find him.
I pointed him out, and what they did was they were like, oh, what they did was they sent the gimps. A lot of the security guards at Disney are really old people. So there's this one older lady who's got like one of her knee joints is fused, so she's got this huge massive limp when she walks. She can't walk any more than like a mile per hour. So I found the guy, and I'm not allowed to approach him. The managers have to deal with it, and they're like, okay, security, go get him. And that guy just bolted, and she's just like, oh, I can't catch him for some reason.
They do that all the time, though. They just did that the other day.
They don't want the confrontation.
They had some guest verbally assaulted one of my coworkers. They knew what train he was on. They knew what monorail he was on. They knew what he was wearing. They told me and my other coworker 2 different things of what he was wearing. And then they watched for the woman, and they said, oh, well, we can't find her now. Well, you didn't fucking look.
They found my guy. They just didn't care. Hey, the tanks arrived. Go get them. Here, go this way. Go this way. Disney's not interested in confrontation, so they just go, whatever.
Well, that and they don't want to have to kick the guests out.
Guys, the Brazilians showed up again.
Woo! They don't want to have to kick the guests out because that's money that they're going to lose.
What is my favorite Call of Duty game? None of them? They all suck? I mean, the first 2 were fine, but that was before the consoles got their hands on them and wrecked them.
Cat Smauschwitz for you.
Yep, Mauschwitz. Well, we're starting to drive them back. It's not too bad. Gotta get those tanks rolling. What's the speed of these guys? 3 kilometers per hour? Goddamn fucking rivers everywhere in Belgium. Belgians, get rid of your damn rivers. They're pains in my asses.
Wait, how much is a Brazilian?
About 350.
If you are verbally assaulted, does that mean that you could physically defend yourself? So, say that I go into work and a guest outright punches me in the face.
You're not allowed to
cannot
do
touch him.
anything. You just have to sit there and take the beating, or they'll fire you.
If, say that someone just comes in and punches me right in the face, I cannot defend myself. I have to allow them to punch me in the face. Because if I defend myself, I will be fired.
Yep.
And say that one of my coworkers comes up to defend me,
They'll get fired.
they'll get fired. So if they see me taking a beating, there's nothing that they can do about it. They cannot touch the guest.
I am going to kill all of these Americans. They're big Annoyikins.
Did you ever play games from EA? If so, what game series is your favorite?
I don't really pay attention to publishers that much. I couldn't tell you what games EA made.
I get fired that I'm not taking that. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't either. I mean, I can guarantee you that if somebody saw, if I saw someone, you know, hit one of my coworkers, it would be on. I wouldn't just stand there and take it. I'd be like, nope. You can seduce the guest in secret, stalk him, and drown him in pudding. Still no.
All right, the German troops have showed up, and we're starting to drive them back. Not bad at all.
What if he pulls a fucking AR-15 out?
It's only a matter of time.
I don't want to think about it, to be honest with you.
Only a matter of time.
That's why I hate working for Disney right now.
You know, the worst part is that at Disney, if there's a disaster, the official policy is that the lower managers will have a meeting. The mid-level managers will call a meeting, and the low-level managers will go to the meeting, and they'll all discuss the situation and decide what is the best course of action. Then they will go back out into the parks, and the lower-level people will tell the individual people, the individual cast member, keeping in mind 90% of cast members have no form of communications with anybody else in the park. You don't have a headset, you don't have a radio, you don't have a phone, you're just standing out there doing your thing, so you have no way to talk to anybody. So they will individually disseminate the information out to every single cast member, and then those cast members will decide, will go out with the plan. So if there's an emergency, it'll take about an hour for anybody to figure out what to do. And when after the Pulse nightclub shooting, I was talking to to one of my managers about this, and they're like, I looked her deadpan in the eye, I was like, that's the policy? She goes, yeah, and it'll work fine. I was like, no, if there's a shooting or a bombing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take myself, all the cast members around me, and every single guest that I can get to follow me downstairs and take them out to the buses and then tell the bus driver to get them the fuck out of there. She goes, well, if you do that, you'll get fired. Yeah, and I'll be a hero as well, so fuck you. It's like, I'm not just gonna sit there and let everybody die around me while the managers decide what to do.
I mean, honestly, I've had situations within the past couple months where we've had the smoke alarms go off at the Ticket and Transportation Center. I'm usually one of the last people to leave off the platform.
Mm-hmm.
because all of the new guys are doing this and they don't know what to do.
Yeah, they don't know what to fucking do.
I empty out the monorail that I'm driving and then head downstairs.
Hmm? Wait, why can't I go forward?
Disney is definitely going to be targeted sometime in the future.
It's gonna happen eventually, just nobody's thought about it.
No, we've thought about it. Disney just won't do it.
We've thought about it. We're not the ones with guns.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Hey, did Italy do something? Something weird, but they did something.
Didn't Disneyland Paris get hit?
No, not that I'm aware of. Go, fighting tanks! All right, we've overrun half of what they've taken, so we're gonna be okay. How are we doing down here? The Romanians die, that's okay. Romanian lives don't matter, everybody remembers that. Can you imagine them just sitting there while everyone's dying? That's the official policy, is to sit there and wait for the managers to tell you what to do. Calling a meeting, disseminating that information, getting everybody to the meeting spot, talking about everything, then getting back out and re-disseminating the new information would take minimum an hour.
Buttersnaps, Disneyland Paris caught a guy bringing guns in his luggage.
There you go.
So will it be a disgruntled employee or an outsider? I'd say around 50-50. In my time there, I know that one of the parks was shut down because a disgruntled cast member had a weapon.
Took hostages.
Inside the park. No one was allowed inside the park. No one was allowed anywhere near
about?
the park. I told you about this. It happened when I was actually working at that station.
An entire park was closed? Which
Yep.
one?
Epcot.
When was this?
I think like last year.
I never heard about that.
Yeah, I told you about it. Apparently Disney does not believe in initiative below a certain level, probably CEO.
Oh, Disney exists to pad people's bank accounts and nothing else. The CEO makes $200 million a year, then gets benefits and bonuses and stock options and stuff like that on top of it. He makes more than what, the 50,000 average employees or something like that? Fucking asshole. And remember last year when he took like a 4% pay cut and everyone was like, oh, he's such a good man. He took a pay cut from $176 million to $167 million. How will he feed his poor family? Asshat.
How did you two meet? We had the same orientation day at Banana Republic and Ben checked me out.
Oh yeah, I did.
You have to remember, Ben, that to the CEO, people look like ants. Would you pay ants?
I'm a sole proprietor of a business, and I hire people to do work for me, and I pay them decently for the work provided. My father owns a business, and he pays his employees well, more than other people in that same line of business does. He pays them well, and he took a pay cut so that he could do that.
Yeah, but Disney's too big for their britches.
Yeah.
Disney has forgotten who it is and what it does.
Oh, they forgot who they were and what they were 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah, but you're a good person with perspective. He is a massive jerk.
Exactly.
He doesn't see, and they choose to not look at what we make.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to make my back not hurt. There have been shootings at concerts with thousands of people in them. What does the amount of people matter? You could be the CEO of Disney for a month and be set for life. Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. You could be CEO of Disney for a day and buy a house.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my bad boy.
Drive him back to the sea, boys. Drive him back to the sea. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Brazilians in Dutch service. Oh, you're gonna die so good. We're actually making progress on stuff. We're building ships and planes and all sorts of rockety doodles. Did we kill all the poles? No. Most of them. Alright.
Brazilian lives matter.
Well, not when they're invading me, they don't. Or when they're at the park. Keep driving them back, boys!
You're very pretty.
All of the pretty.
Pretty.
Kill the British colonels. Yeah, this actually wasn't too bad. They're pretty tough over here. It's a lot of American mechanized troops, but let's go. What does this plan... does this mean that Plan Z is a go? Well, Plan Z... Hitler's Plan Z, accounted for, I think, 400 surface ships. I mean, I've got, like, 12?
So how will you sea line the Brits? By air or by sea?
Sea. See, paratroopers are hard to use in this game.
I will be shocked if you effectively sea line the Brits.
I've done it before, I'll do it again. A lot of zero kill battles. The British are in full retreat in Iran right now. The Italians... Don't sneeze on me.
Why not? Penny does.
Well, she's supposed... Hey! Oh, God! Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Should I help, should I bomb? No, Copenhagen will die by itself, easy.
But it's so easy in Hearts of Iron 4.
Yeah, I know it's really easy in Hearts of Iron 4. It's really hard in this. You know what? That actually reminds me. I should build some more Marines. Let's go ahead and get that going. All right, so let's do that. Let's build a Marine division.
We will defend by air and by sea. We will never surrender.
We will never surrender.
Did the Italians take Aden?
Yeah. Well, probably not horse transport. Let's do light vehicle.
The trick is to winged hussars the Brits. And ideally with cool heads.
Let's do armored cars. Back up to the top. We're going to do naval infantry. We should have some sort of amphibious armor in here. Special purpose armor, that's it.
Plant a paratrooper in Paris. Any Africa Corps yet?
No, I don't. I guess I could do that, but it's not really necessary.
Hearts of Iron 4 version?
That's not a bad division. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong. I think I found some bugs, because I got armor in this, and it's saying I don't have armor, and when I made my super heavy tanks, it said I had no infantry and no tanks. But I guess this, I'm not sure if it's just a graphical glitch or what, but that'll do fine. Maybe not armored cars. We'll do, motorcycle recon. Yeah, that's a little lighter. Alright, we'll do a full core of those. Get that a-going. See, those U-boats are coming off soon. The airplanes are going to stay on there for a while because I'm building a lot of those.
Doodle, Ben, what would be worse, getting a nip pierced or being forced to say that Hearts of Iron 4 is better than Hearts of Iron 3 in every way?
The Hearts of Iron thing.
Are they not moving rather close to the Tripoli in Africa?
It hasn't, the line hasn't moved in, like, 18 months.
Do you know anything about Slovakia?
I know that there used to be some Czechs there, and then there isn't now. I know a little bit about the region. I got Slovakia as a puppet. Alright, not bad. We've got everything kind of buttoned down in here. How we doing over here? We're killing them pretty good. We got some good murderizing going. We probably got some more troops here. Ah, yeah. Let's send in another 100,000 Waffen-SS. That'll help the situation. And you apparently don't have a leader like Disney. Ah, that's a good guy, von Husenbach. All I saw was an H in Bach, so I just went with Husenbach. I stepped out for a bit. What happened? Well, it depends on when you stepped out. We had a naval invasion of Brittany and Antwerp, and we're driving them back to the sea. That's basically the gist of it. Just kind of throwing everybody we have at this situation right now. Here, let's take the armor, send them over there. Take everybody else, send them over here. The Belgians got to return home for a hot second, and then were murdered. Whoa, we got a new SS division. Here, why don't we pop it down over here? The Hitlerjugend.
Jesus, so many troops.
Well, yeah, when they're all spread out across the Soviet Union, the lines look thin, but then when you garble them all up together, there's about a few of them. Alright, we'll murder the rest of the Danes. Oh, hey. You're not allowed to take that. There we are. Oh, expand an airbase. No, I don't think we need that. Oh, there we go. Alright, the Danes are all dead, guys. You can rejoice now. Running low on manpower? I'm fine on manpower. And no, these guys aren't running low on manpower. They just deployed, so they deploy at a set rate, and then they reinforce up to whatever you set it at. Add a war goal to take Greenland, I think. Well, who owns Greenland? Denmark. I don't think I can now. I just go take Iceland. And yeah, I can take Iceland and make Reykjavik a moving off port. Well, that's a couple more dead countries. That's good.
Sure.
Getting bored? Did you want to wrap it up today, hon?
That's up to you. This is your game.
What time is it?
I'm just sleepy at 4:35.
Yeah, why don't we wrap it up? We're almost at the end anyway. Why don't we wrap it up?
That's up to you. It's your stream.
I think we'll wrap it up for the day, guys. Mrs. Magnus is getting real tired, and I got some more work to do. I think we'll just wrap it up just a little bit early today. But we drove the British through most of Iran, and we're going to be moving on through like Pakistan and into India pretty soon. We killed the Netherlands. We are beating D-Day back. We actually won a major victory over here.
Pen really don't want those bits.
This area is pretty much defeated. Let's see. We got some. Yeah, we're fighting them pretty good. Once the mechanized troops go out, the airborne and the Marines are easy to kill. The airborne and the Marines are easy to kill. The Danish capitulated, and the landing at Antwerp has been mostly beaten back. We've also started rebuilding the Luftwaffe and getting the Kriegsmarine settled, because that is something that we desperately needed to do. We're building 4 heavy cruisers, 3 battle cruisers, 2 carriers, a bunch of U-boats. The Tirpitz is almost done. We've probably increased the size of Luftwaffe maybe 25% today. Pretty good. We had a pretty good stream. It was very peaceful considering what we've been doing for months now. But we're going to have to finish beating back D-Day and then talk about Sea Lion. And Sea Lion is going to be tough. We built several hundred V2s as well. Do we want to smash? Yeah, let's smash London with 27 V2s as our last hurrah for the stream. Bombing of London.
That's not very nice.
That's what I'm doing this whole time. Wow, 27 V2s barely did anything to London.
You call that peaceful?
Barely did anything. But anywho, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to check out the stream schedule, which is posted down below, and it's posted over on Discord in the announcement section for future streams. The next one scheduled is going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. We're doing our Stellaris multiplayer extravaganza. All Twitch subs and all patrons of all levels are welcome to join. And then after that, in the afternoon, me and Mrs. Magnus are going to be finishing up Dead Space 1. And then I think we're doing Outlast after that. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.